So I got to talk about that. So remember, so Kamala Harris is one of the worst politicians in the country. Not only because of her policies, which are awful, she's a freaking cop, but because she's one of the most talentless politicians in the world. Now, if you remember, the media always carried water for Kamala Harris. Like, oh, she's so great and so amazing and all this and all that. And she didn't do well in the primaries, right? And I'm giving you the history like this. I was going to give you her office scandal, but let me do this first. So let me do this first. So, they constantly worried, right, about Kamala in the primaries. Why? Because she ain't good at all. She ain't good. Right? So, now, the big problem came when she endorsed Bernie Sanders' policies. I agree with Medicare for all is amazing, we gotta do this and that. She said that in a town hall with Jake Tapper, and then the next day he was like, "Now I just want to make sure you're not for health care for people. Come on." And she's like, "Let me clarify." And then she became a top tier candidate in the race. And people liked her for some stupid reason. And I said, Kamala Harris doesn't agree with these policies. She's going to end up backing out. And what happened? She ended up backing out. And then she started going into fighting with candidates over banning Trump on Twitter, on social media. That was her big thing. Not healthcare, not infrastructure, not veterans administration, nothing. Not education or schools, not actual policing, although she loves cops, just jailing the wrong people, black and brown. So that's who she is. So that's what she started doing, and Tulsi Gabbard took her ass down, and all of a sudden she starts blaming Russia. Russia. Everyone's all through that. She went from triple digits to double triple digits to like single digits, like that. Just right. So that happened, and she dropped out before Iowa to avoid embarrassment. Well, now she gets picked by Joe Biden. The media constantly carrying her water for her, like, oh, so amazing. Joe Biden picks her, and you're thinking, this dude says he knows politics? Picking her was the worst idea. It didn't help him. Probably hurt him a little bit more, but it's not like, oh, Kamala Harris, I gotta go vote for Joe. It didn't happen at all. It didn't. So then now she's in office, and it turns out that her staff hates her. That she's a terrible boss. She's manipulative. She's mean. She doesn't like being challenged. Everyone's always at each other's throats. All of that shit. And current and former aides are saying how much it is a freaking nightmare to work for her. And then the media keeps carrying water for her, but even her own boss, Joe Biden's like, what the fuck did we do? Her border interview was, oh, we've been to the border. We've been to the border. And I've never been to Europe. And she bungled that. That became a scandal. And then a whole bunch of other crap. By the way, she visited the border. Not the part of the border. Not the portion that actually has the problem. So she effed up there. And now senior advisors in the White House are going, oh my God. Holy shit, what the fuck did we do? Oh my God. And they're realizing that, she's never going to be able to beat a GOP person in the election in 2024 if senile, old, demented, walking death rattle Joe Biden doesn't run. Look, that's the obvious. It's the obvious. How did no one guess it? I've been saying it here all along. Those of you who've watched the channel, you know, and everybody else has been saying Kamala Harris sucks ass. Nobody likes her. everyone said, oh, the debate against Mike Pence. Woo-wee! She gonna set him on fire, baby. She gonna beat him up. And I thought, I don't think she'll do great. But, I mean, knowing how she topples other Republicans in the Senate, I thought, yeah, Kamala's got this. A little bit. I was like, yeah, but Mike Pence. Everyone said, Jason, you're so funny. And then she lost the debate against Mike Pence. The only thing that got her traction was, Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. Bullshit kind of thing. But every girl was like, yeah, tell that man. Not realizing that she's a terrible politician with terrible policies. So now they're realizing, holy fuck, she might not actually win. Look, Biden is half alive, half dead, and he beat Trump. So the one thing that, like, they might count on is, well, people hate Trump still. Oh, they really hate Trump, so maybe that might help her. No, that's not going to help her. It's not going to help her at all. At all. You know, like, it's going to end up hurting her if she goes to, oh, Trump is so mad. Because it worked this time because everyone was done with Trump. You could talk about his policies, but they've been in office at the time of 2024 for the past 4 years, 5 years, whatever. They are going to be the ones that people are going to go after. Well, your policies didn't help. Look at the medium wage. Look at the people on food stamps. Look at the people on Social Security. Look at the economy. Look at this. Look at that. It's not roaring back, and the fucking vaccine ain't helping. So, you know, it just frustrates me because I've been pointing this out forever. And if you're a progressive, or just if you're someone in the independent right or left, and you're pointing out something obvious, you're thinking to yourself right now, how the fuck is nobody noticing? So, everyone's always, oh my God, how'd you do this? Guys, I knew this. Everybody knew this. This was no surprise. And it's amazing how even his staffers are like, oh my God. And they're leaking it to the press. And, the White House was in damage control. Like, no, everything's all fine. Everything's dandy. Everything's great. Her and Joe are having lunch. And meanwhile, the staffers are like, holy motherfucking shit, you gotta know this. Oh shit, help us out. Look, I mean, they're damned if they do, they damned if they don't. Because if they get rid of Kamala, all the culture war bitches, and I'm talking men and females, everybody, and non-females and everybody, oh, you got rid of the first black woman. Meanwhile, they don't care that the first black vice president jailed black and brown parents for no reason other than their kids not going to school. And she improved, she militarized the police even more. More police shootings happened under her. All the things that police love to do. And so, look, I mean, this is quite hilarious, and it's also not surprising, but it's also frustrating as hell. Because I called this long ago, Kyle Kalinske, Jimmy Dore, everybody called this, and everyone on the Young Turks and mainstream media were like, no, Kamala's great, because you gotta vote out Trump. If you put Kamala against Trump, oh my God, there is no, I will bet $1,000 he'll beat her ass. He'll win. Any Republican, can beat Kamala Harris. And if they can't, then they are sucky ass politicians themselves. Who couldn't beat Kamala? I can beat Kamala Harris. And I'm not a politician. So, oh my God. Stressful.